Thank you for coming to this video. Time to get swole and open that gym. We are going over the gym equipment on a budget. My top 10 picks I would do if I wasn't having that much money and I wanted to open my own gym or start a gym in my place. I didn't feel like spending any money. But anyways, you're here, so let's begin. So first one we're gonna start off with is a barbell. Barbell, you don't even need a squat rack. Literally, barbell, I can do some curls, shoulder presses, deadlifts, squats. You could do shrugs. You can do cleans. You can stay on the floor and put some blocks up and do some presses. You can have a buddy put the barbell onto you, and you can do some presses like so. If I wanted to, and if I wanted to get really creative with my barbell, cut a tennis ball at the end, put it into the corner, boom. I got a landmine. I could do some swivels. I can do some presses. I can dip and out. A lot of things you can do with just a barbell, so you can get really creative. So option number 2, sandbag. Now you can make your own sandbag. You can go buy a sandbag. Now sandbag's awesome because you can throw it, you can slam it, you can do some core workouts with it, you can press it, because when you're pressing something with sand, it's gonna misshape around your hands and be harder to press. You could do some valley presses with it, standing up. You could do some more curls with it. You could just toss it up in the air as hard as you can. You can do some medicine ball slams or sandbag slams. You can make a circuit out of it. That's another easy equipment that you can do at Home Depot. Number 3, jump rope. If it's snowy or it's rainy and you don't want to get some cardio in, just 5 minutes. 5 minutes of just solid jump rope. Work your calves, your full body, just toning, because it burns your arms and shoulders. You're gonna get your cardio in case you don't feel like going outside and running. So jump ropes, it's only $5. So all these are gonna be on a budget. Next one, pair of dumbbells. Pair of dumbbells, you can do so much. You can do weighted carries, you can do overhead presses, you can do some barbell curls, lateral raises, chest flies, valley presses, barbell rows, squats. You can do dumbbell complexes, so you can get pretty creative with the dumbbells as well. So don't think that you need a squat rack and a full cable system and all these high-tech machines. You just need the bare minimum, the knowledge and the attitude, and you can get where you gotta go with just the bare minimum. Kettlebell. Kettlebell is going to be amazing for explosive kettlebell swings. You can also do kettlebell snatches. You can do Turkish get-ups. So many workouts you can do with just one kettlebell or 2 kettlebells. Doesn't matter. We're gonna move on though, because I'm not gonna have this video run super long. I'm not gonna have a bunch of BS things on there that's common sense, like flooring. You don't even need flooring. You can go outside and work out. So why even waste some of the part of the video talking about that, which other people do. I don't get. But anyways, tires. I found a full muscle tire. It's like 200 pounds one day. I had my buddy at the truck help me get it, and I flipped that. I got another tire for my mom that's like for a normal car, that's good for her. You could flip the tire, you can carry the tire. I could grab the tire and go up to a wall and bang, 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 bang. I can throw the tire backwards. I could get a PVC pipe, 2 tires, put the PVC pipe in. Should have added the PVC pipe on there for mobility. I could get the PVC pipe right here with 2 tires on each and press it. Boom, boom. So many things you can be creative with the bare minimum equipment. But let's move on. Weight plates. Simple weight plates. I could put a weight plate in my backpack, do some pull-ups. I could do some push-ups for weighted push-ups. The weight plates for farmer carries. I could do a suitcase carry. I could do around the world overhead rotations with the weight plate. I could do upright rows. I can bend over and do a back row. You can do a plate curl, a plate overhead tricep extensions. So many things you can get out of this. I can grab 2.5 pound plates or 5 pound plates and just do some jabs. Do some jabs. Get the cardio up and do some shadow boxing. Start sweating. Also, why if you get a cheap pair of dumbbells too and do that, that would really get a great workout too. But let's move on. Cables or a glute bridge band for your legs. Now the cables are going to be good for doing some face pulls, opening up the thoracic vertebrae, some lateral raises, some curls. The cables are going to be good for the body parts that need a lot of volume, or you just love chasing that body pump of a muscle. So with cables, you can get pretty creative, and you can take the cables anywhere, especially if you travel a lot. So cables and the glute band, especially if you want to do leg raises. I know you can't see, but you get the idea with the glute band and doing some hip thrusts and whatnot. It'll make whatever weight you have even more challenging. So say I just had like a barbell and a sandbag and some bands. So I'll grab the barbell and then I'll have a glute bridge around me. Then I'll do some like good mornings or something to really target the glute and the hamstrings a lot more. But anyways, let's go over real quick before we end off, because we're not finished. Barbell. You can do a lot with the barbell. You don't need a squat rack. You don't need a bench plate. It would help to get some weight plates with it, but that is not necessarily. Just buy the barbell. Just go ahead and do it. Stop psyching yourself out saying, like, well, I don't have the squat rack. I don't have plates. Just buy the barbell and then start there. Like, you can start your first 2 months just getting really good at the form and technique, and you'll have a huge dividends in your investment, your return on investments. Sandbag. You can make your own sandbag. You can buy some medicine ball sandbags at Walmart. You can get pretty creative. You can buy a bag on Amazon or whatever. Go to Home Depot, fill it up with sand. Cheap. It's like $4 for a big 50 pound of sand. So you can just buy the sand right there and then just carry it like that. Jump ropes, because it's not going to be sunny 24/7. Some days we can't go out, or some days we don't have a 30-minute run. 5 minutes of jump rope? Oh no, the 5 minutes of cardio is going to kill me and my muscles. Oh no. You'll be fine. Your heart's an important muscle too. Pair of dumbbells. I could do renegade rows on the floor while I'm rowing and then doing push-ups. I could do overhead presses. I could do curls. I could do my arms. I could do my chest. I could do some flies. You can get really creative with just 2 pairs of dumbbells. That's it. Kettlebell. Kettlebell swings. Turkish get-ups. Overhead carries, like that. You can do suitcase carries. You can get pretty creative with kettlebells. In fact, there's a few hip openers for mobility that involves a kettlebell as well. You can also use a dumbbell too. Moving on. Did I skip this one? If not, then I apologize, but pull-up bar. I'm sorry. Yeah, pull-up bar. $20. Put that in your house if you're not afraid of the door frames, and you can get really good. Pull-ups is amazing for the full body, even the core. If I wanted to get good at pull-ups, I wouldn't even focus on obsessing about the amount of number I can do, but just focus on improving the movements and getting good at that skill. So every time I pass the doorway, 1 pull-up. Every time I leave, 1 pull-up, no matter what. So pull-up bar, I would add that in there. If not, go to the jungle gym or go to a tree. Do on this side, and if the branch is slanted, turn around and do the other so there's no imbalances. Tires. Tires are free. If you find one good enough and big enough, you can hold on to that tire and do some heavy tire flips, and that will work your whole body from your forearms all the way down to your calves, to your traps, to everything. Weight plates. I mean, I don't have to really explain weight plates that much. Weight plates are going to be your best bang of value for buck. I said that weird, but your most return on value with weight plates, because you can add weight plates to the barbell. Well, I guess that's kind of it, but you can do a lot with the weight plates. You can do some shrugs. You can basically, anything on this workout, you can basically do it with a weight plate. I won't recommend throwing a weight plate or smashing the weight plate, just if you want your things to do well in the long term. But anyways, the last 2 items on the list is, we talked about cables and glute bands. That's going to be awesome. But the last one that not many people really think about, that I think, hey, this for like $5, $10 can get you a lot in value. So gallon buckets. And what do I mean by that? I mean like 2 like Home Depot gallon buckets. So here, this bucket, I mean, not as big. The Home Depot are bigger, but I get a top on. You imagine if I fill this up with water and I try to carry it without that water moving around, I'm stabilizing it, or I try and do shrugs or some curls or some rows or some upright rows or some squats or deadlifts. I did this too when I was first starting off with my gym. A lot of people who know me and my clients know I have a pretty awesome gym that I put my money into, but my handful of clients that started with me in the beginning knew I didn't have anything. I didn't have no equipment. We started off with just 2 big buckets of water, and that went out to be like 45 pounds, more or less. So if you have 45 pounds of water weight and the water's constantly moving around, you got to stabilize yourself. that would be a good return on value, and they're buckets of water. So I can control how much water I want to put into the bucket. If I want to start off with a little bit, weigh it on the scale, get the other bucket, weigh it on the scale, make sure it's even out. I could do weighted carries, and I'm working on my grip strength, working on my forearms, working on my calves, my chest is stabilizing, my back is stabilizing, my traps and shoulders are getting all of the load from gravity with that weight coming down. They get me nice and shredded, and I'm moving, so that's burning calories. So gallon buckets, very underrated, super cheap. I bet you can get those for free. That and water. So that's my gym budget on my gym equipment on a budget. Barbell that you can do deadlifts with, squats, clean, shrugs, landmines, carries, floor presses, sandbags that you can throw around, be explosive with, tires. Honestly, shout out, I want to throw some chains on there too. Chains, like truck chains. I could do some frontal raises or some like lateral raises with some change, like actual change that you can get at Home Depot for like super cheap. Pair of dumbbells, a kettlebell, jump rope, a pull-up bar, cable resistant bands for like face pulls and lateral raises and a lot of high volume like burning stuff like that. I could do like a squat and row combo. Weight plates, and the Home Depot gallon buckets. So hope that has been helpful for everyone. Get that gym started, because the gym doesn't start until you make that first equipment. So go ahead and do it. Trust me, I've been there. I was like, well, I don't know if I want to spend this money on a barbell. You can find a pretty solid barbell between $100 to $300. Don't get discouraged when you type in barbell and you see these premium barbells for like 500 and up. Don't worry about that. Get a simple barbell and then just work on the technique. Get a barbell and work on your technique and form, because you're still progressing, whether you feel like you're not, because I'm just having the barbell with no weights. In my head mentally, I get it. I feel like I'm not progressing, but trust me, just buy the barbell, just do it, get out of your head, practice and learn, and then with time, keep increasing to your gym, because if you pay $50 a month at a gym membership, how much would that be in 10 years? Enough to have your own setup of everything you need. So hope that's been helpful. Get these gains. Let's get to it.